Ice, ice. Ice. Aduh.
All threat should be taken just as seriously as the threat from the Islamic State group in Iraq and Syria. These stories and more on our next news at 4:30.
This is Calgary Today with Angela Kokot on News Talk 770. Brought to you by California Closets. Exceptional design for every room.
Angela Coca.
Friday, the new iPhone 6 Plus comes out. Millions of people around the world want to get their hands on them. Probably Carmi Levy, too. He's our technology analyst, joins us every week for Tech Tuesday. Hello, Carmi.
You know me so well, Angela.
Are you getting it?
Yes, I am.
Okay, but this is your job. You're a technology analyst. I understand you probably want the latest gadget. But for the average consumer, should I be looking at investing in the new iPhone 6?
For the average consumer,
iPhone
it all
6.
comes down to timing. If you are at the end of your cell phone contract or near it and would otherwise be in market looking for a new phone around this time, then by all means, add the iPhone 6 or the 6 Plus to your list and take a look at it and play with it, try it out, and determine if it meets your needs. If, though, you bought a phone 6 months ago, a year and a half ago, and you're still in the middle of your contract, do the math, because in order to break your contract early and get a new phone before you've paid off the old one, you might be looking at a termination fee of well into the hundreds of dollars, and quite honestly, it's never worth it. Just to be the first on your block to have a phone that in a couple of months everyone's going to have, I wouldn't spend $300, $400, $500 just for that privilege. Use the phone that you got, wait until it's paid off, and then go shopping for some new phone.
If money isn't an object, and oh, how I'd love to live a life where money isn't an object, but do you like the way it looks? Do you think if people are even just entering into their first phone ever, that they should really seriously look at the iPhone 6 or 6 Plus?
It's certainly worthy of adding to the list of phones. Is it, the ultimate best phone? Well, that depends on what your particular needs are. There's no such thing as one best phone for everyone, but it's competitive. Compared to the old iPhones, it's a lot bigger, which is really what people want now. They want big screens. And so, it's certainly worth it from that perspective. Feature for feature, it compares very favorably with what else is out there. So it's absolutely worth considering. But, there are other options out there as well that maybe do the job just as well and might save you a few bucks in the process.
I know last week, of course, we talked about the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, but also the Apple Watch. That doesn't come out till, next year? What's the buzz around that? Are people really thinking that they're going to start wearing the computer or smartphone on the wrist?
There are two schools of thought. One, if you're a geek or a nerd, you're probably going to be front of the line to buy this thing. And so I suspect I might get one just because, again, it's a work thing, but I'm also a geek. So, of course, I want to try it out. But average people, I think it's a very different story to ask them to pony up $350 US, which will be more like 400 plus by the time it gets to Canada, for something that their smartphone already does. I'm not so sure a whole lot of people are willing to buy into that until Apple convinces them this is unique. So it's like they've got to pull another iPad on us. They have to convince us that we need this. We don't just want it.
All right, hold on here because I want to check the traffic. Helicopter traffic for TrumanHomes.com. Get unprecedented value in Sky Mills from the low 200s.
Dealing with a collision this afternoon, southbound on Deerfoot Trail at Anderson, which has traffic just trickling through all the way from Glenmore. Northbound traffic not looking much better. Northbound busy from Memorial Drive all the way just past McKnight Boulevard in the city's north. Northbound Crowchild Trail slow right now from Flanders Avenue across the Bow River, and southbound Crowchild just barely moving between 33rd Avenue and Glenmore in the city southwest. So if you're finding delays there, you could probably just use one of the side streets in the meantime. Entrust your windshield to the expert technicians at Crooked Glass, where certified technicians meet certified safe. Book your windshield appointment at crookedglass.ca. For the News Talk 770 Traffic Helicopter, I'm Chris Duchesne.
Clear tonight, a low of 8 degrees, sunny and 25 tomorrow. Right now in Calgary, 25 degrees. Carmi Levy, technology analyst, joining us for Tech Tuesday. Carmi, I can't believe Facebook is even taking the time to do this survey. But they're trying to figure out why some Facebook users don't like ads.
And
La,
if you,
la, la,
so
la.
as you go through your Facebook ads, if you choose
Number
to hide
one.
them, and of course I do because I
Two.
can't stand them, you're going to get a pop-up message and it asks you to explain why you no longer want to see it. And the choices are,
Three.
it's not relevant to me, I keep seeing
Number
this, it's
four.
offensive or inappropriate, it's spam, or
Number
something else.
5.
And they say they're going to take that feedback and they're going to use it
Number
to learn
6.
how to better target ads to you. So in other words, we're
7.
helping them become better at annoying us in future. But
Number 8.
I'm thinking my strategy is I'm just going to click
Number
whatever, and I'm
9.
going to unlike everything, because as we found out a couple of weeks ago, when you
Number
unlike things in
10.
Facebook, you see fewer ads to begin with.
And you said that, unlike things your friends have posted.
Aish.
Not necessarily an ad, but just things your friends post. Don't like
Everything.
them.
That's right, because every time you click like anything, even something that your friend has posted, you are giving Facebook insight into your behavior, which feeds their advertising machine. If you don't like anything, then they don't have that information. They can't feed you as many ads. So go back, be antisocial. I allow you to do it. Unlike everything, even stuff that your friends comment and said, if you absolutely must, do not like, and you'll see fewer ads.
If you like comments, I have to read everyone else's comments.
La, 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 la.
It was easy. It was the lazy way of being your friend.
Do what I
La 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 la.
Stick to Twitter. And you know what? Speaking of Twitter, they're going to come out with their own little way of buying. I know because Apple, that was a big thing with the iPhone, so you can up the wallet or the smart wallet. What's Twitter doing when it comes to using it to pay things? For things?
They're
Nan,
adding
nan,
a
nan.
new button to the mobile app, and it's called Buy This Product. And basically,
Nan,
if you
nan,
buy
nan,
stuff right
nan.
from inside the Twitter app, you never even have to leave it. And
Apa nih nih dari udah?
retailers, Home Depot, Burberry in the U.S. And if your teenager likes Demi Lovato, apparently you can buy stuff through Twitter from her as well. They'll add more retailers over time, but Facebook has done the same thing. Everyone's doing it because basically it's just another way for these companies to make more money off of us.
Carmen, we've talked about distracted driving a lot with you, especially when it comes to technology and people texting. You've got a crazy story, though, when it comes to a girl charged with murder.
This is a horrifying one. 20-year-old woman, Abby Sletton. She was driving on a North Dakota highway last May. She was doing 85 miles an hour, and she was looking at Facebook pictures and texting her friends when she plowed into the back of an SUV and killed an 89-year-old grandmother and sent her daughter and grandchild to hospital. Thankfully, they're okay. There were no skid marks on the road. She didn't even try to brake. She had no idea she was about to slam into this truck. And she's been charged with negligent homicide, as she should. The police, what they did was, as soon as they realized what happened, they got a warrant to search her phone. And the phone basically gave her up. There was a ton of evidence. They knew exactly what she was doing. The GPS geolocators knew exactly where she was. The accelerometer told them how fast she was going. She essentially served like a black box, and it will ultimately convict her.
Oh, that's got to be such a strong message for anyone who is still texting and driving or checking their Facebook. Carmi, you have a great week.
I will. You too, Angela. Thank you.
Carmi Levy, he's a technology analyst. After the break, Derek Bidwell has sports in our next half hour. Dr. Rohan is going to be talking about that new respiratory illness that you've been hearing about on the news. We're back after this.